Illuminati. If you don't believe he sold his soul, you must believe in a gingerbread man or some silly peanut butter and jelly shit like that. I know a lot of y'all don't want to believe it, but it's true, ladies and gentlemen. Steph Curry sold his soul to the Illuminati. Now ask yourself this question. How does Steph Curry make these shots? He's only about 6'1", 6'2", and he's making shots from half court. Something's very fishy about all this, but I got all the proof, all the documentations, all the facts that Steph Curry indeed sold his soul to the Illuminati. A lot of you that know a thing or two about this would think one would have to make a blood sacrifice, but not all the time. Steph Curry didn't have to make a blood sacrifice, but he did make a sacrifice, and his sacrifice was Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson was the head coach of Golden State, and mysteriously after he was fired, Steph Curry rose to superstardom. Mark Jackson hasn't been the same man since. He looks fat, sloppy, sleepy. He looks like he have a serious drinking problem. Whenever Steph and Mark is in the same room, they never make eye contact because they both know what Steph did. So does Draymond Green and the rest of the Golden State Warriors. They don't have any affiliation with Mark Jackson anymore because they know he was the sacrifice. You really have to sit and ask yourself, how can a basketball player with bad knees and bad ankles make it to the NBA Finals 2 years in a row? Steph Curry literally plays the game of basketball with ice in his socks. Steph Curry's socks have socks. He went so far as to name his ankles: left ankle briggity, right ankle broken. He managed to get all of this success despite his relationship problems. His wife Ayesha Curry took to Twitter to write this: "My husband is the MVP. In his case, the MVP must stand for most Viagra prescribed," basically saying that her husband Steph Curry can't get it up. Oh, he may not be able to get it up in the bedroom, but he most definitely get that ball up to the hoop, and that's why he's the reigning MVP for 2 years in a row. You can't look at Steph Curry and tell that he sold his soul, but sometimes you have to look at the people around him. You have to look at his family members. There's a reason why Del Curry looks like the Grinch that stole Christmas. He may or may not be the Grinch that stole Christmas, but he's definitely the dad that helped his son steal championships and also introduced his son to the Illuminati. Just look at Ayesha Curry, for example. If she's not the vampire from Brooklyn, I don't know who is. They met at church, and eventually they went to go see the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. And Steph just couldn't get over how much she resembled Alvin, and mysteriously they fell in love. Although Steph Curry is mild-mannered and seemed like a pleasant type of guy, the behavior of his daughter shows that he indeed sold his soul to the Illuminati. He named her Riley, after the man who inducted him into the NBA Illuminati, Pat Riley. During the 2016 playoffs, Golden State was down 3-1 going against the Oklahoma City Thunder. There wasn't no way in hell they were going to get out of a 3-1 deficit, but there was a way in hell, because Steph Curry sold his soul to the Illuminati.